Okay, well, welcome everybody to Transmathematica 2023. This is our 5th international conference on total systems. I'll give a roundup of what's happened in the Society and the Journal. First of all, the Zoom link that was used for Society meetings has been replaced by Discord. The advantage of this is that Discord keeps a record of chats and people can get into discussions, leave discussions in threads, and so on. We will see how it works, but ever since the Google communities were withdrawn, it's been very hard to get engagement with people. The advantage of Google was that there was a vast number of users. The users could see all of the groups. That is also the case with LinkedIn, but the LinkedIn group is moribund. There's very little discussion, so I will bring the LinkedIn group to the end. The news on YouTube is rather better. So I haven't done anything with it for a couple of years, and yet the number of views has grown tenfold in a year. So we used to get 250 views a month, which isn't very much. And we now get 2,500 views a month, which is rather better. And it's astonishing that it's grown with me doing nothing about it. I do intend to get back to making YouTube videos. The journal is doing pretty well as well. So we've gone from 85 views per month to 300. The basis of the statistics is different. So 85 views is the number of DOI resolutions. So that's people coming in using a reference to a paper. And the 302 includes people browsing the website. So the people browsing the website didn't used to be counted. Also, the views count separately the views of the abstract and downloads of the paper. So that's compared to the old way of counting, that's double. So if you double 85, you've got 170. We're still doing well. So there's still a bigger interest in the journal than there used to be, which is good. So the journal, as I said, has increased its monthly views. I've cleared the backlog of submitted papers. So this year we've published 3 papers. It was 2 at this point last year. We've got 2 papers in press. It was 5 this year. Part of the reason that's gone down, as I said, I've cleared the backlog. We need to publish 5 papers a year, otherwise we risk losing our DOI registration, which would be a disaster. That would kill the journal. If one of the 2 that are in press gets published and the proceedings gets published, we will then be on 5 and we will have survived another year. The acceptance rate is 63%. Many journals boast that if they have a low acceptance rate, that's good. I prefer to have a high acceptance rate. I prefer if all of our authors can make it to publication standard. And I'm a little bit surprised that the acceptance rate is as low as 63%, but there we are. I've also changed policy. So in the past, I used to give people a very long time to comply with the reviewers. Very few people did. And now I give people a much shorter time and simply reject papers if they haven't come up to publication standard in a short amount of time. And that's more in line with the practice of other journals. Other journals are very quick to reject. The journal, we have a sponsor who will pay 50% of the APC for some authors. And the journal has the policy of discounting by 50% for poor authors and from those from emerging countries. We haven't had any authors from an emerging country, but who knows? So potentially your APC could be just 50% or 0%. So do submit. The audio and video are being recorded and will be published on the Transmathematica YouTube channel. I will edit the videos. It's a good practice to mute your microphone when you're not speaking. If you want to eat or something, turn off your video. Presentations begin on the hour and last up to an hour, including questions and discussions. And basically, an author can do anything they like within their hour. They have 1 hour, but then we move on to the next person. And it's easier to keep starting on the hour. It just makes it easier in all the different time zones.